So how'd you get caught, EB?
I didn't even get caught. This was what happened. The guy who was stealing the credit card numbers got caught, and he set me on a sting.
Hold up. The cat that initially got you into the hustle.
No. He didn't initially get me into the hustle. It's the guy I was just buying numbers from.
Okay, so the guy
He wasn't even my friend. Somebody hooked me up with him to buy numbers.
All right, so you were buying numbers from this cat.
Yeah.
And he set you up.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Okay, I remember this day vividly. I was on my way to Los Angeles, and at this time, I even stopped meeting with him because I had a bad habit, pull up my wad of money and paying him. So he started going up on the prices because he counted my pockets.
Yeah, bad. That was a bad
So I'm like, oh, no, I can't do that anymore. So so he went up on me, which was still a good deal.
Right.
Whatever he charged, I was still going to make a lot of money. But and he was the type of dude, if he needed some money, he's just going to say, I got this, and I have to buy it, or he's going to cut me off. So even when I need numbers, he's selling me numbers. I'm like, bro, I ain't even finished using these. Oh, man, but I had to get them because I couldn't get cut off.
But you knew you were going to sell them.
Yeah, but...
That put some pressure on you.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, but he's just... Anytime he needs some money, I had to buy him. So anyway, somehow I got caught up from his institution. You know, they got the wind that all these complaints coming from here. And I don't know how they called him, but they did. And he called me that day. And remind you, I was about to get out because at this point right now, I ain't want to do it no more.
Why?
I didn't feel right no more. I was making too much money. I started getting scared.
Let me ask you an off-the-wall question. While you were doing this, did you have nightmares?
No.
Did you have any sense of, like, I asked you that because of your conscience?
Well, like I said, I always played tricks on myself. Because, man, I sent people to funerals that they couldn't afford to go to. I sent the people on vacations they couldn't afford to go to. So now I'm looking at myself like I'm helping somebody. Versus, nigga, you know, you out there doing that bullshit. In my mind, I'm like, these people wouldn't be able to do this without me. So I feel like obligated to help people. So that's the trick I'm playing on myself to justify my wrongdoing.
Hey, they say that if you try hard enough, you could convince yourself to justify anything. Not necessarily you. I'm saying generally speaking. If you really can play whatever tricks you need to play with your mind to justify any behavior.
Because truthfully, if you was able to interview everybody I did business with, I got some of the people my best friends from knowing me through my business. They even knew I played with Tony. I called myself Man. Nobody knew I was Elijah Baker. I just sent all my friends around the world. They never knew it was me. Because my hustle name was Man.
Man.
I called myself Man because I did a job with two men. Nobody could hustle harder than me. Man, my phone just stopped ringing, bro.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? The way your mind works, man.
Sounds crazy.
Really. So he gets caught.
Mm-hmm.
Then what happens for you? He calls you up and says what?
Hey, man, meet me here at such and such. I got these numbers for you. And remind you I'm on my way to L.A. So I'm like, all right, I'll meet you. But I'm not in no rush to meet him because I'm like done. I ain't tripping. I already hooked me up a new source.
The worker two men.
Yeah, I already hooked me up a new source.
Oh, you found somebody else to buy numbers from?
Yes. Matter of fact, I got so big and overpopulated that I started selling the game to other people. Because, like, I don't need y'all clients here. Let me just show you how to do it. You deal with them people, and I just give you the numbers.
It was like a pyramid. It was like a pyramid.
Man, my phone never stopped ringing, bro. I never knew so many people flew in my life. My phone rang from sun up to sundown. Say if I had to go do 4 tickets. By the time I get ready to do the 4 tickets, them 4 tickets and turn to 20 tickets.
And they would pay you in cash?
Cash, yeah.
I would have bought from you, for real.
No, man, I was flawless.
Right.
When I first started, I was doing it in the blind, so I couldn't sleep because I was scared my phone might ring and I had to fix it. So every now and then I had to wake up in the middle of the night and fix somebody's ticket. But when I learned what the first 4-digit value was and I learned how much was on it, I never abused nobody's card. Like if you had a $50,000 limit, I may use 900. and throw it away. I never stretched nobody, so I never inconvenienced the card holder. He ain't gonna know that I hit his card till his statement's due. Right. So that means he or she is not gonna get inconvenienced going nowhere.
Where's this charge from?
Now she can deal with it or he can deal with it. They okay by that time. Because I didn't inconvenience them. It's one thing going to the store or try to go somewhere you can't use your card. I was mindful.
And listen, I was a
good criminal.
I get it. I get it because, you know, I've had someone get my debit card number, do something stupid like buy pizzas and whatnot, right? Yeah. And I got my money back. Yeah. It was irritating for a day and a half.
Let me tell you something. Right to this day, people steal off my numbers. I don't even say nothing.
They still what? They still.
I don't even change my card. No, I never have it. Like they take $300. I just chalk it up. I don't even call the bank or nothing.
Really?
I don't even check. Now, if they get crazy and keep on using it, then I'll go, because you got to change all your codes and this app, that app.
You're a different cat, man.
Yeah, I just laugh. I was like, that's just the car, man. Oh, they can have that, man.
So I know I keep deviating. He calls you up, meet me here. I got some numbers to tell you. What happens?
I'm like, hold up, man. I'll meet you. But I'm not in a rush to meet him because I feel something. I had my boy Rodney. He passed away while I was in jail, by the way. R.I.P. Rodney.
Yeah.
Listen.
Shout out.
Listen. Rodney always go now because remember I told you he's counting my pockets. So I had my boy Rodney go meet him and pay him. But I was like, Rodney, I'm going with you today. I don't feel right. I said, because if something happened, I want to be there with you. I never go no more. Rodney was on his way to take me to the airport. I was like, nah, I'm going to go with you today. And so when I was getting ready to leave that house, my twin, she's probably like 1 year old. Man, she was crying hysterically. And she never cried when I leave. I had the happiest twin girls ever. And she was just crying, made me feel bad like I shouldn't be leaving.
Right.
I ignored that. So when I went to Oakland from Sacramento, I'm driving. My phone rang. Well, I'm riding, driving. My phone rang. It's one of my clients. I ain't even answer the phone. And I'm cool with this person. I don't even know why I didn't answer the phone. That call was to tell me I was about to get set up. And I didn't even answer the phone. So when I went to meet him, and he kept calling me over and over.
Are you coming?
And want to meet me at the same location. I'm like, man, why you want me to keep me coming here? You can meet me anywhere. Why you want to keep insisting I meet you here? So all this is playing in my head, but at the same time, I'm tired. I said this to myself. I said, if today I get caught, if this be the reason I stop doing this, so be it.
You had that conscious thought in the car.
I said that to myself. If this is gonna be the reason I stop doing this, so be it. But when I got there, I called myself being clever. Let me circle around the block a little bit and see, a police car. Of course, there's another marked car. And when he came and meet me, he did everything differently. He used to always have the numbers. The numbers would come on a big sheet.
Right.
He's always having the bag, something concealed. He walking out with the paperwork in his hand so everybody can see him.
Right.
I'm like, that's weird. Then he handed it to me. And by this time, I know my numbers by heart. I request for a certain four-digit sequence because I know what value that is in that card.
Oh.
So
wow.
I'm going through all these numbers different. I'm tired. I'm done with it anyway. I don't care no more. Like, number like, bro, this ain't what I ordered. Nah, I don't want this. But I was like, I'm just finna get these somebody anyway. So, because I'm on my way to LA.
Right.
I gave him the money. I said, what's going on with you? He had this real uncomfortable look in his face, like he was being tormented. It was just, you can see all over his face. I'm like, man, what's going on with you? You know what his answer was to me? It is what it is. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? All right, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm driving off. We may get away like a half a mile, 3/4 mile. police come behind us out of nowhere. I'm like, then the sirens went off. That was it. They took us on the interrogation. I was like, look, man, he was just giving me a ride. Those my numbers, you know what I'm saying? I bought them. You know already. So the state, they put me in county for 3 days. The state threw it out. So I'm like, praising God now. Oh, Lord, I really ain't doing this no more. You spared me. I had to go to jail at all. I had to sit in jail for county for 3 days. I mean, I ain't doing this no more. And the only reason I was sitting there for 3 days because it was they changed Caesar Chavez Day.
Oh, yeah.
That was a new holiday.
Right.
Everybody in jail, man. They like, man, who the hell is
that Monday, right?
like, who the hell is Caesar? So,
costing me an extra day. Yeah,
man, that was funny. But the next day, so when I get to county jail, my first cousin in there, he's a experienced convict, So he give me all the knowledge about how this go. He in the cell right across from me. So the day for us to go to court, they're not calling our name. He's like, cuz, if they don't call your name, that mean they threw the case out. You going home. I said, what you mean? He said, what's this? He said, hey, deputy. And they're like, what you want, Jackson? He's like, what does it mean when it's your court date and they don't call your name? He said, well, that means they really threw it out and you chance are you just going home. He said, see, I told you. Hour later, it's like, Baker, Evans, you out of here. You're going home. I was like, wow. So at that time, I stopped. 2 years later, I'm into real estate now. Brokering real estate deals with the buyers and sellers.
The state threw it out. Okay.
So I'm in real estate now, being a brokering deals with sellers and buyers. So I got out. That happened to me in 2004. 2006, get a call from my attorney, like, hey, you just been indicted. Now, this is how naive I am about the lawsuit. I didn't really clearly understand what indicted mean. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about no law or anything. But I knew it was bad word. I'm like,
yeah,
indicted? What that mean? That mean don't get on a plane. I'm in Houston, Texas at the time. Don't get on no public transportation. Drive back. I'll walk you in, fingerprint you, and go to court here and walk you back out.
This is L.A.?
No, this is Bay Area, San Francisco.
Okay.
So I did that. Drove back, had my friend drive me back, and went to court that day I was supposed to get there, and they checked me in, fingerprint me, went to court, and they reading me off all my charges. And I'm like, but as I look at the charges, the dollar amounts, every total dollar amount that maybe came to less than $10,000, like $89,300 or something. I'm like, y'all indict me for this shit? Like they didn't have no real extensive information.
$10,000 total.
If that, bro. But it was like 15 charges. You know what I'm saying? So, but they said this up to 5 years and $250,000 fine for this. So my family freaking out. They're like, oh, they screaming and crying but I'm like, I'm not knowledgeable, but I'm still smart enough to know why I signed up for this. I'm like, I'm not getting all this stuff. So I'm getting upset right now. I'm like, judge up here fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm not getting all this time for this. I would have did it, but I see it clearly on the paperwork, but I'm still like, this can't be right. So then my attorney, I had a separate meeting with him another day. He showed me how the federal guidelines work. You at 18, this is going to get you to 27 to 33 months. You admit to the wrongdoing, you might be lenient, shorten up some. So I said, okay. 2 months later, because I didn't cooperate, it went from 18 to 27 months to 57 to 70 months because I threw some more bullshit charges. Something I really didn't do. But because I didn't cooperate, they added more time. It's unheard of for a first-time offender. I've never been in trouble a day in my life. I went to jail at 40 years old. I went to jail at 2000. I got in trouble in 2004, but I got convicted 2008. So my career was over in 1996. I ain't never been in trouble a day in my life. So my first offense doing some plane tickets got me 57 months in jail. That was a low end. It was 57 to 70 months.
And that's only because you didn't cooperate.
Only because I didn't cooperate.
In federal prison.
In federal prison. When you go to federal prison, they want you to cooperate because they ain't doing you no favors.
Right.
If you ain't helping us, we ain't helping you. That's their motto.
So you were a part of a larger. You got caught up in a larger sting operation.
I did.
Obviously, right?
I had clients. I had other people I did business with. Yeah, I'm the only one with jail. My best friend didn't even go to jail.
Wait a minute. Wait. You said you're the only one that went to jail?
Oh, the dude who set me up went to jail too. The one who set me up on the sting.
So what I'm saying to you is, I'm envisioning that a whole lot of people went to jail that you don't know about as part of this.
No.
Seriously?
Just a dude who got caught up on the sting. He actually, at the same time, he would have did if he wouldn't have said nothing. So now he walking with a snitch jacket on, and he did the same time. I understand. I might could understand a little bit more if you had to do no time at all. You still had to go to jail. Now you got to come home as being a snitch. And to this day, I still won't even reveal his name out loud. And I have every right to expose him.
Man, you are loyal.
Yeah. And I don't even like him.
So
he ain't my friend.
So you
never
was. You mean to tell me that you were doing that much business and he was doing that much business?
Yes.
That the feds started following you too, just the two of you.
No, feds they never follow me. Once the feds got all them reports of these credit card for this one business, one business institution. Yeah, they just put all that on me, all that. Whether I used them or not, he could have been selling to other people, everything, but they just put all that on me.
That's wild, man. Because I sat across the table from someone who was involved in a major federal sting operation where it had a name.
Yes,
it was called Operation Tar Pit.
No.
You're saying that the feds just went after you and this cat.
My second attorney, I fired the first one because he knew how the process go. He's supposed to tell me, Elijah, if you don't take this 27, 33 months, they're going to throw some more charges because you're not willing to cooperate. He do this every day.
Right.
He's just taking my money. So I fired him, hired another attorney. He was straightforward. He said, man, I ain't going to take all that money. I'm just going to buy you some time and let you know what's going on and get your business affairs in order before you have to go